You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.
I wanna be like all angry, like a part of me was angry last night. But why should I be angry when these guys are all on Twitter just saying, "Well, I played good." It's what's the big deal? You got, like you said, AJ Brown making threads saying, "Check my numbers. I'm good." Darius Slay's retweeting Travarius Ward saying took over another bird's nest. With an interception. Like, these guys, especially like a Darius Slay, they seem like they're just happy to be here. Like happy to be in the NFL. It's just it's not really like life or death to them. It's all right. It's just a game at the end of the day. Like and you can't have that mentality because these people that are paying for these tickets and rooting for this team, they don't accept that, and they're not going to identify with this team. Like last year, I loved this Eagles team. This Eagles team this year is approaching territory where like one of my least favorite teams. They're in like Sixers territory. They were like, I know I like to use that as like the ultimate negative, but we're gonna have like apathy towards them because even if they go out and win these next 3 games, Ty, and they end up 13-4, are you gonna give a shit?
No, I already kind of don't give a shit. Yeah, I mean, listen, they drop one of the Giants, it's probably over. I mean, I don't know what else could change in this short of time. The season's almost over. Like it's almost time for that big game, and we haven't won that big game in a couple of weeks. I know we actually won a couple big games this year, but in very ugly fashion. And now, things aren't going our way. Turnover luck, penalty luck. Just the game itself, it's not going in our favor. Now we're getting banged up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very hopeless.
How about last night though, when Drew Lock lands on the ground, throws the ball, his knees on the ground, throws the ball, and it's 4th and 2, and the Seahawks get up on the ball to run a play, and I'm in the bar screaming like, why are we not throwing the fucking challenge flag? How is there not someone in his ear saying, "Hey, that guy was down 5 yards back"? They won't go for it if they throw the fucking challenge flag. And he doesn't. Sirianni gets bailed out by Pete Carroll calling timeout.
Yeah,
and then Sirianni's on the sideline like, "What are you, fucking stupid?" Like saying like, "You're fucking stupid, dude." Sirianni, it's the spotlight is on him. The spotlight's on Jalen Hurts. Sirianni is kind of getting exposed because he has lost complete control of this locker room. You have people tweeting left and right. No one's accountable for anything that's happening. The offense sucks. The defense sucks. You have over the cap level talent, and you have talent on both sides of the ball, and your team has just completely folded down the stretch, man. So listen, I don't want to start doing that, but the Sirianni, it's getting close to the hot seat territory. I know that's a little dramatic, but it's not really though. When you think of what the Eagles situation is and how they went to the Super Bowl last year, and they're not going to the Super Bowl this year, and they have also pretty much the same team, and it's more of just the way this is happening. I think it's not like, say they were to look all right, and the way they looked when they were 10-1, they finished 14-3, and they lose in the divisional round to the Cowboys or something like that, and you're like, well, I'm not happy about that, but it's just a rough year. We're gonna bounce back next year. They finish 11-6. I don't know. What are they probably gonna finish? Like 12-5. I mean, I have a feeling they're gonna drop one of these Giants games. I don't know whether it's here or in MetLife, but I just have such a negative opinion of them that if they get bumped in the first round, then really I think all bets are off. Let me just say that.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for sure. And like you said, the stuff happening off the field just shows you that guys aren't buying in this year for whatever reason compared to previous years. We brought in a couple more veteran presences, which I didn't think we even needed, and that hasn't worked. That doesn't help. That doesn't mean doesn't mean anything. So I'm kind of I'm kind of confused at what we do from here. Honestly, we just gotta win out, I guess. I don't know what the easy solution is. Are we looking for are we going to start doing mock drafts? Is it mock draft season?
Soon it will be, because I mean the Eagles are not going to go far in the playoffs as currently constructed, and I don't have it will not matter to me if they go out and blow the Giants out. Really, it won't. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like it'll be like, okay, maybe they're trending in the right direction, but I don't even have faith in that. You couldn't go out there and shut Drew Lock down on a game-winning drive. I mean, who tells you that your cousin Tommy DeVito can't go down there and do the same thing? I watched him do it against the Packers recently, so why couldn't he do it against us? Our defense stinks. Why couldn't he? That's like I have just such a low opinion of this team, and just like Jalen after the game last night, it's like, oh, we're not committed. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, so we're not committed. Like, what does that even mean? What are you even trying to say there? Who's not committed? You're not committed to making the right decision. You're not committed to throwing the ball into the middle of the field. You're not committed to fucking throwing to the check down guy and letting Devontae Smith get caught up for 15 yards. Like, it's your fault, bro. You fumbled the Super Bowl away last year. We all kind of just let that go. And now you're just fumbling the fucking season away. So, there you go. Now you know what it's like to be in Philly, Jalen.
Yeah, you said it best. I couldn't really. I don't know what else I can even.
I'm fired up.
Getting gamed by a rookie who made a great catch when you have a guy that you just gave 3 years, 40 something million to.
Yeah,
20 million guaranteed. Yeah, not good. Not a good look. So, like I said, it was good to see Keely Ringo actually play well. Not getting flagged while giving up a 20-yard catch. So I'd like to see more of him. I'd like to see more of the young guys because James Bradbury is just not getting it done. He is multiple steps behind. There's multiple plays where he was just real quick, and he's cooked. He was with DK on that big catch on third down that split between him and Sidney Brown. He was there, and then just one or two steps, he's not there. So turning 30 has really done a number on him. I'm sure it's going to do a number on me and my kidneys, but. Yeah. I'm not getting paid that much money a year. I wish I was. I am not. So he just needs to be better. I mean, dude, Nicholas Morrow is carrying. He's been the most consistent player on the defense
this year. He actually played well last night.
Besides Jalen Carter, on that third and one, he came and blew it up to force 4th and 2, and then Bradbury gets called for pass interference, which people were saying was a little soft, but he grabbed the hip and turned, which he used to his advantage. So it's really hard to call that a ticky-tack call, because that's all he does. Remember in the Super Bowl, he did the same thing, hand on the hip, slight turn. So he's been a handsy guy his whole career. And we really just miss Slay, which I hate because he's like you said, retweeting things, talking tweeting this, tweeting that off the field. And I did like how he just flamed up this guy Eric Weems.
Saw that.
Who is a special teamer. I forgot all about him, and he said he's good, but not a difference maker, which is absolutely false because we just lost to the Seahawks. We don't lose to the Seahawks possibly with him in there. Very hard to tell, and you can't really it's hard to decipher how a game would go with him when it went without him. So anyway, but to see him say he ain't great, he's not a game changer, and then Slay said, coming from a dude that just comes in the block. Come on, brah. And that's good. That's a good one. I got to say, that's a good chirp. So we do miss him. He is a game changer. We need him out there. And arguably, I would argue maybe we can put Bradbury in the slot, to kind of help with Bradley Roby. I see Avonte Maddox is practicing. So that'd be good if we can get him back. But I'm sure he'll get hurt, as soon as he plays anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah, you see your boy AJ Brown. I did want to read that tweet too. There was a video, I think, of Devontae Smith kind of just coming underneath on, I think, one of those third downs, and
he threw it to AJ.
And he threw it to AJ deep, and the one that we were talking about was way short and was not a good throw. Some guy named Lord, shout out to Lord Brunson. I've seen him on Twitter before, but he said this shit burns me up because that buddy ball shit. It's okay for AJ to be a decoy on this play. Take the easy completion. Clearly isn't pounded into the philosophy of this offense, which is, I believe, that. I literally just said that. They just all chunk plays, all superstar kind of hero ball, sort of, let's just make the biggest play possible at all given times. It's not the answer, but they keep doing it. So AJ Brown fires back, quotes the tweet, doesn't even just reply. He quotes the tweet and says, "Y'all fans swear y'all know everything. It's a shot play to me. I'm the first read. He just missed the throw. Of course, we could have threw it to 6, I guess he's trying to just say Devontae said, because it didn't work. But when the shit works, everyone is happy. Quit all that buddy ball shit. I am a decoy on many plays. Which I'm not sure what plays those are.
Yeah. I don't know how many of those plays. I mean, there's plays where he's blocking and there's a screen, and I'm like, why is he the lone blocker for a tight end screen going towards him? I know he's a big body receiver, but I'd rather have him running downhill towards the tight end. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy with a podcast. So, but yeah, him doing that is not great.
He wasn't done.
He wasn't done. What else we got?
And all that he forcing me the ball shit, too. He doesn't say shit. He says she. So I'm in his head bullshit. When I make plays, everyone happy. But when it's incomplete, I'm making him throw me the ball. I get blamed for more shit than anything. Tired of y'all playing with my character. And
there you go.
Listen, I would maybe have his back or agree with him if he wasn't the one throwing a bitch fit to begin the season on the second game of the season when we were winning. And he tries to claim that it wasn't about him getting the ball. It absolutely was about him not getting the ball. It's not good enough for A.J. Brown for us to just win. We need to win, and he needs to do well. Don't act like that's not a part of this game.
You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.